And I'm Dr. Peter McCullough, and I'm an internist and cardiologist and professor of medicine at Texas A&M University School of Medicine. I'm on the Baylor Dallas campus.
The call to be given in the highways is to be proclaimed to all who have an active part in the world's work, to the teachers and leaders of the people. Those who bear heavy responsibilities in public life, physicians and teachers, lawyers and judges, public officers and businessmen, should be given a clear, distinct message.
Last 8 chapters by Ellen, this is for those of you who aren't Adventist. I'm not Adventist by one of the founders, or if not the founder of the Adventist movement, Ellen White. They map to what is written in Revelations, what the rest of us in other denominations understand as Revelations.
Many in high social positions are heartsore and sick of vanity. They are longing for a peace which they have not. In the very highest ranks of society are those who are hungering and thirsting for salvation. Many would receive help if the Lord's workers would approach them personally, with a kind manner, a heart made tender by the love of Christ. Some will acknowledge their ignorance of the things of God, and will take their place as humble learners at the feet of Jesus, the Master Teacher.
I've been integrally involved in the response to COVID-19. The opinions I'll express are those of my own and not necessarily those of my institution. I can tell you that in my field, I'm an academic doctor. I see patients, but I'm very involved in research. I'm an editor of 2 major journals. In my field, I'm the most published person in my field, which deals with the heart and the kidneys in the world in history.
They have an unbelievable connection and reality, in a sense, to what's going on right now. And I think probably the most profound thing I could say is that it is possible that what is occurring right now is as laid out in those last 8 chapters.
The book The Great Controversy, I appreciate above silver or gold, and I greatly desire that it shall come before the people. While writing the manuscript of The Great Controversy, I was often conscious of the presence of the angels of God. And many times the scenes about which I was writing were presented to me anew in visions of the night, so that they were fresh and vivid in my mind.
We have also a book for you, a Bible engraved for you, and then we have The Rights of the People and Civil Government and Religion.
One of the books presented to Dr. Peter McCullough is called The Rights of the People, Civil Government and Religion. It was written by Alonzo Trévier Jones in 1895. It is hoped that the facts and thoughts presented in this little work will awaken more interest in the study of the Constitution of the United States and may lead to a better understanding of men's rights and liberties under it than is commonly shown, and also to a closer study of the relation that should exist between civil government and religion, according to the words of Christ and the American Constitution. Scan the QR code to download your free PDF and audio copy today.
And I know you have the book, The Great Controversy. Can you share a little bit about what that's meant to you?
I did exactly what I was told to do by my Adventist friends and colleagues. As I read the last 8 chapters first of The Great Controversy. Then I went back and I read it, the whole book, and then I shared copies of it with others. Okay.
The Great Controversy should be very widely circulated. It contains the story of the past, the present, and the future. In its outline of the closing scenes of this earth's history, it bears a powerful testimony in behalf of the truth. I am more anxious to see a wide circulation for this book than for any others I have written, for in The Great Controversy, the last message of warning to the world is given more distinctly than in any of my other books.
And anyone who does that will gain an understanding that Ellen White saw the future that we're living out right now.
The Lord has set before me matters which are of urgent importance for the present time, and which reach into the future. The words have been spoken in a charge to me, write in a book the things which thou hast seen and heard, and let it go to all the people, for the time is at hand when past history will be repeated. I have been aroused at 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the morning with some point forcibly impressed upon my mind, as if spoken by the voice of God. How many have read carefully Patriarchs and Prophets, The Great Controversy, and The Desire of Ages? I wish all to understand that my confidence in the light that God has given stands firm, because I know that the Holy Spirit's power magnified the truth and made it honorable, saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it." In my books, the truth is stated, barricaded by a "Thus saith the Lord." The Holy Spirit traced these truths upon my heart and mind as indelibly as the law was traced by the finger of God upon the tables of stone, which are now in the ark, to be brought forth in that great day when sentence will be pronounced against every evil, seducing science produced by the father of lies.
It's clear.
Wow.
It's clear. You can all see it. And so my time with the Adventists has been wonderful. In Berrien Springs several times, Tampa, Phoenix several times. I'll be joining the worldwide audience, and thank you so much for all of you who are watching online, in Nuremberg, Germany in a few months.
Stand out of the way, brethren. Do not interpose yourselves between God and His work. If you have no burden of the message yourselves, then prepare the way for those who have the burden of the message, for there are many souls to come out of the ranks of the world, out of the churches, even the Catholic Church, whose zeal will far exceed that of those who have stood in rank and file to proclaim the truth heretofore. For this reason the 11th hour laborers will receive their penny.
And like you, we're here for a reason. We see that we are in this great controversy. It's happening right now in front of us. It's unfolding.
There are many souls to come out of the ranks of the world, out of the churches, even the Catholic Church, whose zeal will far exceed that of those who have stood in rank and file to proclaim the truth heretofore. For this reason the 11th hour laborers will receive their penny. These will see the battle coming and will give the trumpet a certain sound. When the crisis is upon us, when the season of calamity shall come, they will come to the front, gird themselves with the whole armor of God, and exalt His law, adhere to the faith of Jesus, and maintain the cause of religious liberty which reformers defended with toil and for which they sacrificed their lives.
It's so clear, and that we are playing a role in bringing this to a close. And it may be the rest of our lives. I think it will be. I think it will be. I am honored to be among you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. McCullough. We support you and love you dearly. Thank you so much.
The results of the circulation of this book, The Great Controversy, are not to be judged by what now appears. By reading it, some souls will be aroused and will have courage to unite themselves at once with those who keep the commandments of God. But a much larger number who read it will not take their position until they see the very events taking place that are foretold in it. The fulfillment of some of the predictions will inspire faith that others also will come to pass, and when the earth is lightened with the glory of the Lord, in the closing work, many souls will take their position on the commandments of God as the result of this agency.